I moved to Cambodia at the age of 40 to restart my life. 2 years ago, I failed in my business, I failed in my relationship, and I needed a fresh start. So if you are starting over again in your life and you're wondering, is it too late? It's not, and this video is absolutely for you. So I used to be the girl that followed all the rules. I thought that if I was perfect, then everything would be okay. So in school, I worked really hard. I got the degree, I got the job, I was with a nice boyfriend. I just did everything that my parents expected of me, and I really thought that that would mean life would be perfect. But it got to the point where I remember one night I was just sitting in the bathtub of the apartment that me and my boyfriend were renting at the time, and I was sitting in that bathtub because it was the only place that had a lock on the door. There wasn't even any water in this bathtub, by the way. But I used to sit in there just for some retreat and space to be me. And I was not happy. I was not happy at this point in my life. And I didn't sleep very well at that time as well, because I just kept thinking to myself, there has to be more to life than this. And then one day, and this day was destined, let me tell you, I was sitting on the train traveling from the north to the south of England, and I met this girl who was sitting next to me, and we got chatting, and she told me that she had just got back from India teaching English, and I found her words so fascinating, so inspirational. And by the time I got off that train, I had made a decision. I decided that I was going to completely change my life and do what I wanted to do for a change. So within 3 months, I had quit my job, I had broken up from my partner, and I took a plane to South Korea, and it was some of the best years of my life. And for the next 15 years, I was traveling all around the world. I did do different careers during that time. At one point, I was a travel blogger for 5 years. It was fantastic. But yeah, real freedom. I just did whatever I wanted, and I went wherever I wanted. And it really was 15 years of experimentation. Some things went very well, and some things went awfully wrong. But I just had to see what I was capable of and what I could do. So fast forward to 2 years ago. This was a big tower moment for me, a big breakdown. I had a huge business flop. At the same time, I broke up with my partner, and I had been so bad with money that I was 27,000 British pounds in debt. And out of survival, because I was so in the hole with money, I moved to China through the recommendation of a friend, and I worked solid for 2 years to rebuild my finances, basically rebuild myself. I would love to say that that time in China was very sociable and very happy and very uplifting, but it was actually quite the opposite. I was in a job that was very isolating, but I really do believe it was the hand of God that put me in that place, in that job at this time, because I really had to take a long, hard look at myself and who I was and how I was living my life and what I was giving to people and what I was actually receiving in return. Yeah, it was a big initiation. If what I'm saying is resonating with you so far and you have been through the fire and you're also rebuilding, I'm inviting you to take my Success Reset quiz. The link is below, and it's going to show you how to rebuild your life and business on your terms and the next step that you need to take. So why Cambodia? People are asking me a lot, why Cambodia? Why did you choose Cambodia? Well, The truth is that I was here about 12 years ago. And when I did come at that time, it was a tough time. I was going through a lot and dealing with a lot. One of my friends that I have made here, when I first met her, the first thing she said to me is, Cambodian people know not just how to survive, but thrive. And for the building, for the business that I'm building, the failure flip, this energy is perfect for me. I do not just want to survive as I rebuild. I really want to thrive in all areas of my life. And as you rebuild, I'm sure you want to be able to do that too, right? We're tired of surviving. We do not want to live like that anymore. Yeah, we want to move forward in a healthier and more sustainable and grounded way. And as I was in China and was thinking, okay, it's time for the next chapter, it's time for you to come out of your shell again and show who you really are, Cambodia came to my mind. And you're going to laugh at this. The reason I finally chose Cambodia is that I used astrocartography. This is a little woo-woo for some of you, I know. But it basically takes your date of birth and place of birth, and then it calculates all of these countries in the world and the energy that each place in the world has for you. And I was looking around Asia because I spent a lot of time here, and as I was like shopping and looking at all these different countries, Siem Reap came up on the map, and the energy is really good for me here. Very successful in terms of connections and business and creativity, which are the things that really matter to me. So I will drop the link below if you're interested in just looking at astrocartography to find out where it could be good for you to live. And then yeah, the link is down below, okay? So moving from China to Cambodia to try again at business, I would say this is my third serious attempt at entrepreneurship. Was I scared? Oh yeah, really scared. When you get into comparison mode and I look at my friends at home, they have had steady jobs for years. They are all married and they have children. They just have a very predictable, steady life. And that is not me. I am single. I have no children. My birthday is in October, so I've just turned 41 since moving here. So to have enough money again to start again, I was like, do I want to leave this steady job in China? Like, do I really want to take this risk again? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because more than anything, I want to make money doing what I truly love, which is helping people to live the life that they know they're meant to live. And yeah, I just could not play this role that did not feel like me anymore. I had to go, I did, and I'm here. So here we go, round 3. Let's go. So the first 90 days are very crucial, I think, when you're starting your new life. When I got here, I had already really spent some time thinking and visualizing about the house that I was going to live in. And whew, I was lucky. I actually found this house within 6 hours of getting here. And it looks and is exactly like I imagined. So do not underestimate the power of visualizing what you want. I spent a lot of time thinking about this house and I got it. I also, before I got here, set a budget. I've had to learn some very hard lessons about money. Up until 2 years ago, I'd say, I didn't even really think that I deserved money or that I could have money. And I was also in this pattern of when I did get money, I would try and get rid of it as soon as possible. Not consciously, but subconsciously, there was definitely stuff going on there where I'd just be like, money, get out of my life, which is crazy. But It's true. And then after the house and after sorting out my money and setting a budget, the third most important thing that I did for myself was rest. I could have just dived into this experience and this new start with so much gusto, and trust me, my body really did want to. But I was like, no, you've got to rest. And I did. For the first 2 weeks, I slept a lot and did nothing. And that really was the best thing for me to prepare me for this new chapter that I'm now embarking on. One other very important thing to remember when you're rebuilding your life is that you don't have to do it alone. Yes, I'm single. Yes, I don't have children. Yes, only my mum is alive now and she's back in the UK. But still, you don't have to carry everything. And one of the most helpful things that I tell myself is that I am choosing to carry these things. So for me, I'm choosing to take action. I'm choosing to be creative every day. I'm choosing to look after my body. But also I'm saying, hey, also this stuff needs sorting out, but I'm just going to leave it to God, or I'm going to leave it to universe. I don't have to control everything. And that's been one of the biggest life lessons that I can share with you. We don't have to carry everything. And I have made an effort to really get to know people here and make connections. So when you're rebuilding, do that. A problem shared really is halved. Is that what they say? A problem shared is a problem halved. Build your tribe, trust your tribe, and you're at a point now where you know what relationships are good. You can recognize in people what is healthy and what is successful and what is fruitful and what is genuine and honest. So build the right connections, build good connections, and the energy that you put out will come back to you for sure. And that's happening in my life. I'm seeing it. I'm very grateful for the people that I've met here and I'm building those connections with. So if you are rebuilding after failure, I see you, I've been through it, and we know how it feels, don't we? Starting over at 40 is not failure. Starting over at this age is not too late. It's strong. It's strong to choose yourself and truly follow and do what you want to do. So what's the next step from here? My Success Reset quiz is going to show you the next step in how to rebuild your life or business on your terms. The link is below and also up here. It's a great place to start. And remember, you haven't failed, you've been forged. To follow me on this journey as you walk your own, please subscribe and tell me what you are rebuilding in your life in the comments below. Up next, how can you restart in your 30s and 40s without panic and pressure? My next video is going to show you my essential tools to rebuild your life your way as you walk this path. See you in the next video.